Yeah.
Okay. So the existing process, as you can see, is very, very complicated and convoluted. I think it's very manual, which causes a lot of inaccuracies. It obviously takes far too long because everything is checked, double-checked, and done manually as opposed to automated. It's quite limiting, inconsistent, and unpredictable, again, all because of the manual element. There's no extra added value for the customer, so there's nothing that you're giving him that anyone else is not giving him. It's very sort of service, what you want, you kind of get. There's no extra value. And there's no transparency, so there's no communication. The customer's worried, he's not sure when he's getting his money, and he's starting to get complaints, and he can't manage those because he's unsure of the expectation. And yeah, it's not managed. His expectation isn't really managed from a supply perspective. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Finding some of those problems, we identified the areas specifically for the ATMs in the ordering process. The reason why the problems they faced was, there's a lot of checkpoints, manual human intervention, which caused errors, inaccuracies. And then there was a disconnect between what they order and how we process the order. So hence the automatic placement of orders for ATMs. Creating an environment where we trigger on our side systems to see what we need to order, which also then leads to a system where the client can log in and monitor that, which provides feedback again, contributes to accuracies, time is delivery, etc. Specifically in the ATM environment. Cool.
All right, another thing we wanted to introduce is a status portal. So that's a checkup where you can do an online checkup, either for the bank, for the client. So the bank can go in, instead of making these chase calls via telephone to say, what's happening with the order, when is it coming, when can we expect it. Let's make it far more proactive. So provide the client, the bank, with a status portal. Go online, check what is the status of a particular order. That can also be used by SBV's crew as well, and their drivers, etc., to actually go into the portal and check, okay, when am I expected to pick up this delivery and drop it off, and etc., etc. So it cuts out a lot of forms involved in the process, run sheets, and all of this altogether leads to a lot of peace of mind for the client as well.
So then, just to summarize the CPP process, as it turned out. So we start with the monitoring of the ATMs. Then based on a set of what amount to replenishment level rules, we then trigger the reorder, automated reorder. That gets processed through according to the order processing rules. So again, that's a manual element to the process. What we have to do continually, and there's a few touch points for this in the 2B process, is we need to update the portal information so that again, people, when they come in, can actually get that updated status. We trigger the packing and the logistics rules. So again, there's a point in time when that is also uploaded into the portal, so it becomes visible to the crews. Then effectively the preparation for the day, the packing, the execution of the delivery. Again, at this stage, if the customer is wanting an information update, they're welcome to get it. But again, with the idea that the peace of mind, the greater security and the kickoff of the process is, we are just servicing their needs better. They probably access it less for information and more on an exception basis. Handover, cash checked, the sign-off of the delivery, and then the end-of-day recons. That's me.
And I'm available for any questions.